When Walter Heapy first visited Marsh Mill more than 20 years ago, he initially marvelled at the engineering and then was saddened that the mill was falling into disrepair. It was built for the local lord of the manor in 1794, but was abandoned in the early 1920s. It's one of the largest mills in the country and the only one of its type left intact, thanks to Walter's work of the past 21 years.
We started, what would it be, 1964, approached the council about doing something about it. As an engineer, the first time I came, I was amazed with what I saw, the sheer size of the wooden gearing. And anyhow, approaching the council about it, they had a few inquests and meetings and decided, I think, well, if it don't do any good, it can't do much harm. So on the top floor itself, it was a foot deep with birds' nests, dead birds, and that way. The first operation, of course, was to clean the mill out from top to bottom. With a mill, a windmill, of course, you start at the top. You always start at the top and go down. With a water mill, you start at the bottom and go up. So with a windmill, we started at the logical point, clean from the top and floor to floor until got rid of all the rubbish.
Walter and his self-styled miller's boy, Sid Cookson, work one day a week at the mill with the occasional help of other volunteers.
Yes, that should.
So all we got now is to get this up.
Yes, and
wanted a strong man, Walter.
Slowly but surely, they've repointed brickwork, replaced floors and repaired countless cogs, wheels and pulleys, which drove the millstones to mill the flour for 18th century Lancastrians. It's all been done with a little trial and error and a lot of patience. But the life source of the mill still stands motionless. The sails were blown off in a gale, and it'll take around £10,000 to replace them. Have you ever come across any problems that, between you couldn't sort out?
No, I think both of us can imagine things, what they would have been in those days, and I'm pretty sure that there's no one around that can query what we've done, unless it's someone who has some knowledge of what a complete mill would have been. Because a lot of the things we have to do, we have to sort of imagine that this is what would have to take place and sort of build on that theory and just produce it.
When do you think a time is going to come when you can stand back and say, there, it's finished?
Well, Walter, it's 20 years, is it?
Yeah.
Another 20, and I think we'll be able to come round.